The gospel reading for today is from Matthew 12. I'm reading selected portions. Listen. At that time, Jesus went through the grain fields on the Sabbath. His disciples were hungry, and they began to pluck heads of grain and to eat. But when the Pharisees saw it, they said to him, "Look, your disciples are doing what is not lawful to do on the Sabbath." He said to them, "Have you not read in the law how on the Sabbath the priests in the temple profane the Sabbath and are guiltless? I tell you, something greater than the temple is here. And if you had known what this means, 'I desire mercy and not sacrifice,' you would not have condemned the guiltless, for the Son of Man is Lord of the Sabbath." He went on from there and entered their synagogue, and a man was there with a withered hand, and they asked him, "Is it lawful to heal on the Sabbath?" so that they might accuse him. He said to them, "Which one of you who has a sheep, if it falls into a pit on the Sabbath, will not take hold of it and lift it out? Of how much more value is a man than a sheep? So it is lawful to do good on the Sabbath." Then he said to the man, "Stretch out your hand." And the man stretched it out, and it was restored, healthy like the other. But the Pharisees went out and conspired against him how to destroy him. Jesus and those pesky Pharisees are at it again. It seems that no matter where Jesus goes, there they are, trailing along, trolling for ways to trip Jesus up. We become used to hearing these exchanges and word plays that nearly always end in embarrassment for the Pharisees. And today we're told that Jesus entered their synagogue. So the Pharisees giving Jesus a hard time are locals. It appears that Jesus knew them and chose to go right into their home turf to let them have at him. And they don't disappoint. And now it turns from wordplay and underhanded tricks that they might accuse him, we're told, into a deadly, serious conspiracy. This isn't fun anymore. This is about trying to find a religiously acceptable way to draw Jesus into a confrontation that they could twist to their own ends to destroy Jesus. And we know that eventually they succeed both on a religious and politically acceptable level that leads to Jesus dying on the cross. One point to draw from this for ourselves is that, like the Pharisees, always lingering around and nipping at Jesus' heels and always pressing to get an advantage over him, so also our enemy, Satan, is always also on the prowl. He is ever present and persistent. It's easy to become accustomed to him and to not take him seriously. But Jesus never underestimates his foes, and certainly not Satan. He knows the purpose of the evil one is to destroy God's people and prevent them from living under the protection and peace of the Holy Spirit sent from God to guide and lead us. We must remember that Jesus' death on the cross is where our victory over Satan comes from. Let us be ever persistent, keeping our focus on Jesus' cross, our source of salvation. God's blessings. Goodbye.